Hello students, in this lecture number 4, we are going to discuss the classification of contract. We have already discussed the definition and elements by which an agreement becomes the contract. So an agreement which is enforceable by law is called contract, and various elements by which an agreement becomes the contract are laid down in section 10 of the act. So let us start the video by classification of the contract. The contract may be classified on the basis of either on the method of formation of the contract or parties to the contract or the time of performance of the contract and on the basis of enforceability or validity of the contract. On the basis of the method of formation of contract, the contract can be divided into three categories. First category of contract is known as express contract. Second category of contract is known as implied contract, and third category of contract is known as e-commerce contract, or we can say that e-contract. So let us study what is the meaning of express contract. The contract in which terms and conditions of the contract have been decided or agreed upon between the parties expressly by the words of mouth, that means orally, or in writing at the time of the formation of the contract are called express contract. Okay, so what is written in the notes? The contract is said to be express contract when the terms of the contract have been agreed upon between the parties expressly. That means orally or in writing at the time of its formation. Let us take an example of express contract. If A of Amritsar offer to sell his car for rupees 1,50,000 to B of Delhi by a letter. So in this case, A is giving the offer to B by a letter. So he is giving the offer in writing. And B accepts the offer of A also by writing a letter. So in this case, B is also giving the acceptance to the offer by writing. So in this case, this contract can be regarded as express contract because both offer and acceptance of the offer is given in the form of letter, that means in writing. Then the contract between A and B is said to be an express contract. Okay. Take another example. If instead of letter, A is using only his words of mouth to sell his car to B, and B is also giving the acceptance by his words of mouth, even then this contract will be regarded as express contract because in this case the terms of the contract have been agreed upon between the parties orally. So this is the first category of contract, that is the express contract. Now discuss implied contract. What is the meaning of implied contract? If the contract is created, but that contract is not created by the words spoken or written, but by the conduct or by the operation of law, then those types of contract will be regarded as implied contract. I repeat, the contract which is created otherwise than by words spoken or written are implied contract. This may be created by the conduct of the parties or it may be created by the operation of law. These contracts are tacit contract and quasi or constructive contract. What is the meaning of tacit contract? A contract which is inferred from the conduct of the parties. The parties are not using any express words or any type of writing for the formation of the contract, but they are creating such circumstances in which it can be inferred that a contract has been formed between two persons. So those types of contract will be regarded as tacit contract. I want to repeat, a contract which is inferred from the conduct of the parties is said to be tacit contract. For example, an implied contract is formed when A takes a cup of coffee in a restaurant. So, if A is taking a cup of coffee in a restaurant, then he is bound to give the money for that cup of coffee to the owner of the restaurant. Or if A gets into a public transport, he sits in the bus or railway, then it means he has to pay the fare of that bus. So these types of contract will be regarded as tacit contract. I want to repeat, a contract which is inferred from the conduct of the parties is said to be tacit contract. For example, an implied contract is formed when A takes a cup of coffee in a restaurant or gets into a public transport. But if there was not any intention of the parties for the creation of any contract, neither any words are spoken nor any writing is made. But even then, if the contract is created between two persons by the operation of law, then that type of contract will be called as quasi or constructive contract. So, what is the meaning of quasi or constructive contract? These are the contracts which are neither created by words spoken or written nor by the conduct of the parties, but these are created by the law. For example, if A leaves his goods at the shop of B by mistake, not intentionally, if A leaves his goods at the shop of B by mistake, then it automatically do not become the property of B. Then it is a duty of B either to return the goods to A or to make the payment of the compensation to A if he treats the goods as his own goods. Okay, so in this case, the contract which is created between A and B is a quasi or constructive contract because there was neither any intention of A and B to form this type of contract, neither they have ever agreed expressly to form this type of contract, but it is created by the law. So this quasi or constructive contract or a tacit contract is based on the principle that nobody will be allowed to become rich at the expense of others. This principle is known as doctrine of unjust enrichment. That means to say, if you are taking a benefit from the other, then it is your liability to give something to other person. Okay, you cannot become rich at the expense of other. This principle is known as doctrine of unjust enrichment. And third category of the contract on the basis of formation is e-contract. Now, this concept is very popular nowadays because of COVID-19. Because nowadays, all types of contract which cannot be created by going into the market are created over the internet. So, an e contract is one which is entered into between two parties by the use of the internet. So, this contract can also be regarded as express contract because you accept the terms and conditions of the other person by saying, yes, I am agreed with the terms and conditions of the other person. So, this can also be regarded as express contract. Okay, now we are going to start The second basis for the classification of the contract, and that is the parties to the contract. The contract may be classified on the basis of parties to the contract as under. That means who is now under the obligation to perform his part of the obligations under the contract. When both the parties are now under the obligation to perform his part of the promise, then the contract is known as bilateral contract. But when one party has already performed his part of the contract, but the other party is yet required to perform his part of the contract, that is called unilateral or one-sided contract. Now let us discuss one by one. What is bilateral contract? A bilateral contract is one in which both the parties are required to perform their obligations at the time of formation of the contract. Okay, this is the first category of the contract. And second category is a unilateral or one-sided contract. A contract is said to be unilateral where one party has already performed his part of the obligation and the performance of obligation is outstanding on the part of the other party. Let us take an example. A buys a railway ticket for journey from Mumbai to Goa. Okay, he has paid his money to the railway department by purchasing the ticket. A has performed his obligation under the contract by paying the fare, but the railways are yet to perform their duty. That means carrying A from Mumbai to Goa. Since in this case, a single party is under obligation to perform his duty, that is a railway company, therefore it is a unilateral contract. And on the basis of the time of performance of the contract, that means when the contract is to be performed or had performed the contract. The contract can be divided into three categories. It may be either executed contract, in which both the parties have performed their respective obligations, or it may be the executory contract when neither party of the contract has performed their obligations, and thirdly is a partly executed and partly executory contract in which one party has performed his part of the obligation but other party is yet to perform his part of the obligation. Let us discuss one by one all the types of contract. First category is executed contract. A contract is said to be an executed contract where both the parties to a contract have performed their respective obligations. For example, if A agrees to sell his car to B for rupees 1 lakh, and if A delivers this car to B and B also pays the price to A, it means they have performed their respective obligations in the contract. Then the contract between them is known as executed contract because both A and B have performed their part of the obligations. And what is the meaning of executory contract? An executory contract is one where both the parties are yet to perform their respective obligations. For example, continuing with the case mentioned in the executed contract, in which A agreed to sell his car for a sum of rupees 1 lakh to B, and if neither A delivers the car to B nor B pays the price to A, then the contract between them is known as executory contract. Okay, and what is the meaning of partly executed and partly executory contract? If for the time being one party has performed his part of the obligation but other party has not yet performed his part of the obligation, then the contract is known as partly executed and partly executory contract. A contract is partly executed and partly executory, where one party has performed his part of promise, but the other party yet to perform his part of the obligation. Let us take an example. Considering the above case, if B has paid the money for the car to A, but A has yet to deliver the car to B, then the contract is executed on the part of B because he had paid the money, but executory on the part of A since he has not performed his part of the promise, he has not delivered the car to A yet. So it will be known as partly executed and partly executory contract. So this is something about this lecture, and we will discuss the fourth basis of the classification in the next video. Thank you very much.